everyone, welcome back to another video. So it is Monday when you are seeing this, which means it's another opinion video. So I've decided to make this video about my opinion on dating. I've never dated anybody before, but I hear a lot of people in relationships, and I hear a lot of controversial kind of talk about whether people in high school should date at all, when the right time to date is, when the wrong time to date is, a bunch of things like that. And I was like, you know what, this is basically the most sense-making way I could put this into words. I think you should date in high school, preferably your later years of high school, but I don't think you should take it extremely seriously. I know of people who take dating so seriously in middle school, like you have a boyfriend for like 3 weeks and you're gonna be marrying him or something, and it's like that's not really kind of the point of dating in middle school. The way that I look at it is dating in middle school is, have I been saying middle school? I meant high school. Oh god. Please don't date in middle school, you're like 12. But because I think dating in the later years of high school is good for you, because it kind of gets you situated a little better for real life whenever you actually go out into the real world, and it helps you be able to talk to people and meet people and interact with people easier, and you get kind of more skilled at it if you do it in high school than if you've never dated or you've never talked to people in that kind of way at all throughout your entire life, and then you get pushed into this real world and you're like, how do I interact with other humans? It's kind of like that with a lot of different things in high school also, like joining clubs and joining sports and going to dances and hanging out with your friends. It's all to kind of prepare you for the real world. It's not just about teaching you math and English and social studies. It's also to get you prepared for human interactions and other things like that. Because I understand people if they want to date in high school or if they don't want to date. I personally, if I was to, I don't want to. I don't have the urge to or really any emotion to at all, because I personally at this point in my life don't care. I mean, I am in my later years of high school, but honestly I don't like people all that much, so I feel like I don't even have to worry for after high school life. But I know very different types of people. I know a friend who has no interest in dating at all. She's like, high school is not the place or the time to do this, which I kind of agree with. And then I have people that are like, why else go to high school? I mean, you gotta meet people and do that kind of stuff with people sometime, which I also kind of agree with. But I don't think a high school relationship should be taken to such an extreme level. Like, I've seen posts on Facebook and Twitter and things like that where it says, like, if I date you, I see potential in you, I plan to marry you and have a life with you. Honestly, that's kind of absurd. Especially when you are like 15, 16, 17 years old. That's just absurd. Like, why would you think like that? Like, even kind of whenever you get older and you're like in your 20s and your 30s and you're dating like actual adults, that's still a lot. Like, people take like cheating in high school so extreme. I'm not saying you should cheat, and I'm not saying that you should take relationships just as another thing in your life. I'm just saying that it shouldn't be taken to extreme, like, I'm gonna marry you, or if this boy dumps you or this girl dumps you, you're gonna kill yourself. That's way too extreme for a high school level dating. Like, I mean, like, homecoming is coming up. Hey, wanna go to homecoming with me? Sure, let's go date, you know, whatever, cool. I don't mean like get down on your knee and propose to me because we're in math together, you know. Like, I've seen so many things happen at my school because so many people take dating so seriously. Like, I uploaded my raw thoughts video on like all the emotions are controlled by you. That girl was so upset because her and her boyfriend had broken up, and it's like, you're like 18. Calm down. You are taking this way too extreme. I don't understand. Like, obviously cheating is not okay, but in high school I feel like you shouldn't take it like super to heart. It shouldn't be something that makes you actually want to take your own life, or to actually want to hurt somebody else because of something stupid that another child did. In high school, you are a child. You are a child if you are in school basically at all. Except maybe college, you're kind of a little more like an adult. Most of the time, you're still a child and you don't understand what the real world is. I don't really understand what the real world is. But what I do understand is that if you take everything to heart as a child, your adult life is not going to be good at all. That's basically the whole premises of this thing. But I would encourage my friends and my peers at school to date as long as they understood what it is. It isn't to be taken extremely seriously. You shouldn't give your whole life to your partner, because that's just not what high school's about. High school, besides classes and getting through it and being able to succeed in life in that manner, it's also about spreading your wings and finding yourself and finding what types of people you like to be around. And it's where you should adventure and find your life. It shouldn't be where you tie yourself down to a single person. And hey, if you really like somebody and you date them all 4 years of your high school life and you still date them outside of high school, all power to you, but just because that happens, don't expect that you're going to marry them. There's a very small percentage of the world of people that actually marry their high school sweethearts. And, ooh, that's kind of like an old sentence to say, high school sweethearts. But if I would ever date somebody, I wouldn't look at them and be like, I'm gonna marry you, you know? I'm gonna have a family with you, you know? Because that's too intense for a 15, 16, 17-year-old person to be looking at and living by. That's so much in one little person, especially since most of the boys and girls in high school are crazy. They think that they're better than other people. They think that they can do whatever they want to other people, act any way that they want to, and not have consequences, and not have to worry about hurting other people. That's why you definitely don't want to look at a child in high school and be like, I'm gonna marry you. Because that's never ever going to happen. There's a very small percentage. I think I know of 2 people in my entire life who have ever married their high school sweethearts. And that is my teacher, well, I guess teachers, Mr. and Mr. Shell, wait, I just said Mr. and Mr. Mr. and Miss Scheller, and then Miss Nickrent, my teacher from middle school. So those are the only people I've ever known to ever do that, and whether their marriage is supreme, I have no idea. I don't ask, that's a personal question. But honestly, all in all power to ya if you want to. In my opinion, middle school is way too young to ever date. Because you are literally like 11, 12, and 13. Some people 14, depending on when they were born. Some people 10. But that's just too young. Like, you just hit teenage years. There's no reason for you to date. Just like freshmen and sophomores, it's like transitional. Because you're actually getting around people that are older and that know more stuff like that and have been through life more. And you're actually getting into your teen years, and you're almost like your adult years, quote unquote. And you just shouldn't. Freshman year, definitely no, because you're still like 14, like you just hit teenage years. But I guess juniors and seniors, it's kind of more reasonable. Mainly because, oh my god. I am one of the people that do believe that age matters in a relationship. It doesn't matter to certain degrees, but like, I cringe so hard when I think of this, but there was a freshman and a senior dating last year, and I cringed so hard. I just don't like that. Like, you are literally like 13 and 14 and like 18. Like, some people are 19 when they're freshmen. I mean, not freshmen, oh god. Whenever they're seniors. Like, that's too much. Too much to handle. Like, you just became a teenager and they're just becoming an adult. That's... no. Especially since one other reason why I don't like dating, why I think dating in high school isn't a good thing, is because of the age differences. I mean, like, if you're a junior and a senior, I guess it's alright, but I prefer that if you're gonna date somebody, date them in your own, like, class. Like, and I don't mean, like, math class. I mean, like, class of 2018. Like, whatever your graduating year is. Because otherwise, the person or you might graduate before your partner, and then that's just so awkward in my opinion, because it's like you're like in a whole different place all the time and they're in a whole different place all the time. No, that's just weird. I don't like that. And so yeah. Oh, I cringe so hard when I think of the freshman and the senior. That's just too weird. Nah, I can't handle that. That's I don't cringe that much, but I cringe at that. No. But so honestly, if you're in your later years of high school and you understand what dating in high school is, and that you understand that everyone around you is a child and you are still a child, all by means, go for it. As long as you understand that you can't take everything to heart. So many people get so hurt because of relationships in high school when there's no point in being hurt in a relationship in high school. Because honestly, you're all children and none of this matters. Like, at all. There's a very small percent of people that actually, like, what their high school year happened matters to them after school. So, don't get super attached. Don't get super butthurt whenever something happens. Honestly, freshman year, I meant high school years. My brain is all over the place. Things just don't matter that much, and you shouldn't take everything to heart. Don't get super depressed or super angry over a breakup. Because honestly, did you expect it to last? Like, Anyway, that is it for today, guys. I really hope you did enjoy. Overall, my opinion is date in your later years of high school just to practice and don't take it too seriously. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smack that like button, hit subscribe to become a bunny, not a cat, although I do have my cat ears again today. Yeah. Check out my social media links down below, and check out my Misha Collins name face speed art that I uploaded yesterday, which is Sunday, in case you didn't realize, because his birthday was on Saturday the 20th of August, and I just wanted to celebrate it with that. So yeah. Anyway, guys, peace out. Bye bye. Freaking bunny. See you guys in the next one. Love you all so much. Bye, guys.